What is up, peeps? This is For The Win TCG, and I'd like to welcome you back to another YouTube video. And of course, it's Friday, end of the week. I hope you all had a great week. But with that said, we do have a bit of a mix-up, as always, on Friday. Today, we're doing another tournament with a brand new deck list. I did actually have a different kind of video planned today. I was going to do a product opening, but unfortunately, halfway through recording it with my phone, which is now providing the lighting right now, it cut out halfway through, and pretty much lost half the footage, so I can't upload half a pack opening, can I, unfortunately. So it's very irritating, and I was like, oh, it's kind of what we actually got. I'll show you the pulls I got in it. I mean, the pulls were pretty decent for what they were. We got just a Pokemon chest, but I don't know if it's the most recent one or not. It's the one that had the 3 legendary birds as its promos. So I'll show you here. Now the lighting's going to have to adjust quickly for a split second. Just going to have to kind of turn it down. So we had a Zapdos promo, which can work well with Malamar, by the way, has 4 colorless energy and then Dual Peck. And then we had an Articuno and then a Moltres promo. Very beautiful promos, and the 3 legendary birds are like staples in my childhood through watching Pokemon. So like I was like, yeah, wonderful. I love those things. I mean, I actually managed to pull a Lapras GX as well from a pack, and we also got a Solgaleo, which you can see, Solgaleo Prism, which I have about 5 of. I mean, Prism stars aren't that expensive. They're way too common. And then, of course, we got a Naganadel Holo Rare, which is worth about £7-8, which is pretty good for just a Holo Rare card. So we got some pretty good pulls in it. So I was kind of frustrated that I wasn't able to get the video out. I had some other little bits of product in there as well, which I'm going to give to my son. I had like a little pencil and some stickers and stuff, so I'm going to give that to my son. He loves that kind of stuff, especially for Pokemon. So I was like, yeah, this is going to be great. And then bang. Because, especially, I think I packed the Lapras early, so I was super excited. But nonetheless, we are here and we're going to be doing a video on this deck, which I kind of teased a little bit on Twitter. Kind of good, like really good. We just want to get Leafeon out right away and get a bunch of basics out. Hence why we have 4 Nest Balls and 2 Elms. We want to get a bunch of Fermantises, a bunch of is it Zero? I always get that confused with Zerua. There we go. Get a bunch of them out, and then evolve everything, have everything to play, and then we play 4 Hala. Like, I know that's super risky, but this deck is really good at getting a turn 1 Grand Bloom GX, especially if you go second. Well, only if you go second if it's turn 1. But yeah, it's really good at achieving that like every turn. So yeah, we get to use Hala pretty much throughout the game and have Shuffle, Draw 7. Fantastic. So I have joined the tournament and we're currently waiting now for it to start. So there's 3 more players. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut to when the event actually starts. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, we are here ready to play. Let's see how this goes. I did actually want to make my own video on this deck and kind of put a bit of more focus on this being its new list. But I just really want to, throw it into a tournament. It's a deck that I've had a lot of success with when I've been testing it throughout these past couple of weeks and fine-tuning it. I've put a lot of time and effort into this deck, and already I can see a potential Grand Bloom here. Now, I would kind of like to Ultra Ball and get Lele and then drop an Elm's Lecture, but I also want to play the Cynthia to, like, hit a Grass Energy so I can get Grand Bloom. We are going second as well, so it's, like, really valuable for us to Grand Bloom right away. What is this? What is this? Okay, I'm assuming this is a... I mean, it's quite bold to jump to conclusions on turn 1. But I don't know if this is someone who's got a very, very unique strategy, or 53 coins if heads, 50 more, 20 more, 70 more. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at... Oh, you ready? Are you ready? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I teased this on Twitter the other day, and I was like, it feels beautiful. Just evolving a whole bench. Just, whoom. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, this is going to be so fun. So we're actually going to discard the Zoroark and the Ultra Ball. I'm assuming we have 2 Zoroark in deck. We do. Good stuff. We're going to get Lele, get Elm's Lecture, and get 1 Zorua and 2 Fermantis. Oh, we only have 1 Fermantis. That's fine. We'll get another Eevee. That's what we'll do. So we'll... oh, this is going to be so cool. It's going to be so fun. I love Grand Bloom GX. And when you evolve your whole bench, it just feels amazing. All right. And now our Halas will be immediately activated as well. So we're now going to be shuffling and drawing 7 whenever we get a Hala. So, consistency. Right. So Zorua, Eevee, Fomantis, and they are all going to be evolved. And we started with the promo Leafeon as well, which I'm in love with. I love that artwork. It's fascinating. And here we go. So just consistency from here on out now. So Grand Bloom, here it is. Just the beaut of it all. Bang, bang, bang. And we play the likes of EXP share to accommodate for the awkward attachment for Leafeon. Because any deck that requires a single energy and a DCE to attack is usually quite slow and quite clunky when it comes to streaming attacks. So we do include EXP share, which works very well. And the Lurantises, if you get 2 Lurantises out, you can actually start hitting 180 with a choice band with Leafeon. Which is incredible. I know when I first showed this deck on Twitter, I think it was Grossmatter who said, you know, is the Zoroark the main attacker? And I was like, well, no, actually, Leafeon is the main attacker. Although Leafeon hits less damage, when it comes to Lurantis, it can hit some good numbers. All right, so I'm expecting a... Is that a memory energy? Oh, they're going to go for the Fury Cutter. So they're doing a 50 extra damage there, which is, I mean, come on, that's pretty decent. I'm not going to lie. Except we're going to be able to heal all of that off, especially with Life Forest. Oh my god. So we're going to Life Forest and then go for Breath of the Leaves. So we've just healed ourselves completely. And we still have Zoroarks. We're able to attack. Hopefully we pull an EXP share, because then I'll be... Just keep them coming. Keep them coming. EXP share, which means we can comfortably trade this energy away. I think we play like 8 energy, so I'm, you know, kind of comfortable trading a lot of that away. And we'll get rid of an escape board as well. We'll probably throw the escape board on the Lele if we need it, but we're going to hold our hand right now as it is. And just go in with the Solar Beam. And we're hitting 130, which is a very critical number to hit with just 1 Lurantis in play. It knocks out your Buzzwolves, your Grambles, it knocks out your Whitekurums. It just KOs a ton of extremely relevant Pokemon. I don't think Whitekurum is weak to Grass. It might be. I could be wrong. Or is it weak to Steel? Because I know it's Ice. I don't know. But it knocks out... It hits an incredibly relevant number there when it's 130. And as I said, going up to 150 with the Lurantis and then Choice Band 180, again, is quite nice. And I don't know if we do play Kukui or not, but if we do, then I think we do. I think we play like 1 or 2. Could be wrong, but if not, you could throw Kukui and go to 200 damage with a Leafeon GX, which is not something that, you know, many people probably conceptualized. Right, so we're just like ahead in the race here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some time to attach something here. Get an energy. I mean, we can just actually manually attach an energy to this Leafeon. So that way we don't need a DCE once... Okay, I'm going to Cynthia, so we're going to go ahead and shuffle draw. Yeah, we don't need a DCE once this thing gets KO'd, if it does, because we can just attach an energy through the EXP share. Let's trade away the Leafeon. I don't think we're going to need another one this game, looking at the way this is going. Trade away the Ultra Ball as well. Oh, I should have traded the Nest Ball, actually, because we could thin our hand a bit better with the Ultra Ball. Oh my god, 3 Nest Ball just sitting in our hand. But this is why I didn't mind playing like a ton of Nest Ball and stuff, because with Zoroark, you can just trade them off. Just get rid of them. You don't need it anymore? Fine, get rid of it. We got the Hala as well. Absolutely beautiful stuff. So, I mean, this person can DCE for Claw Slash, but other than that, they've not really got much going on, to be fair. My genuine presumption here was that it is just someone that's new to the game, and I'm sorry if you're new to the game and I'm just discouraging you from playing it. I'm so sorry. Because I actually spoke to someone in the comic book shop today. They was like, yeah, they tried it out, but they just got decimated by Solgaleo, and they're like, nope, not playing anymore. Like, I can't take it. Yeah, there's our healing. Just, oh my god, we're just going, we're just rolling, we're just on a roll. I guess we could just manually attach again to a Leafeon, right? Why not? I mean, and then we're just gonna Hala here. Hala for 7, shuffle draw 7. And then we got Zoroark trade. Oh my god, this deck can just mill itself. I mean, do we really need anything? Am I being a bit greedy? But I mean, you never know. You never know what you need. You never know what can happen. So let's at least play safe and just trade our way here. I mean, we have draw for days right now. All right, there we go. Solar Beam again for a nice 160 damage, which is good. Yeah, the deck is speaking for itself on the very first game. This is hella fun. It is super consistent, super fun, and yeah, I'm in love with it. I'm absolutely in love with it. And I get to use my full art Halas, which are just fantastic cards. Like, that's a beautiful card. You could try and work around this with the Decidueye. You know, maybe go for some Decidueye lines instead of the Lurantis. But I'm a big fan of the Lurantis allowing Leafeon to hit some really important numbers and allowing you to keep the Leafeon in the active attack with that, because if it doesn't get one hit KO'd, it has Life Forest and its own ability to effectively recover a maximum potential of 110 HP every turn. So that's if you have Life Forest out. So you can do a ton of tanking. I mean, you don't have to play a choice band. I think I play like one choice band and a bunch of EXP shares because I'm super paranoid of having a turn where I can't attack just because of that. Right, we got the Guzma, so we can just go in and start attacking with Zoroark. But, I mean, come on. We want to see Leafeon, right? We want to see Leafeon. So let's Guzma and Leafeon here. And just do that for now. Right, I'm going to kind of slow down on the trading. My deck is very, very low when in comparison to my opponent. I'm on 14 cards. They got 34. So I don't want to just mill everything out. But this is what this deck does. It has a fat hand, and you can just Hala a lot of it away and still get a nice chunk back. But this is the point of the game, though, to be fair, where you Hala everything away and then pretty much draw them the same cards anyway. It's kind of pointless playing Hala at this stage. But it's really great because all you got to do is you got to get your bench out, evolve it, and then you have Hala and Cynthia as your draw supporters, which is shuffle, draw 6, shuffle, draw 7. Incredibly powerful stuff. I mean, we could trade and get... Yeah, I think we're going to trade here and try and grab a Guzma. Let's think. There's the Guzma. So let's Guzma up the Cobalion. Are we KOing that? Yeah, I was wondering if it had like an ability. You know Metal Pokemon, right? They can always prevent damage one way or another. I'm just going to Solar Beam here, get the KO on that. So yeah, 130, an extremely relevant number. And although the deck we're up against isn't a deck that, you know, you're probably going to be coming up against in a tournament or anything for that matter in real life, I still think the deck is showing itself off here at its finest. Now, the biggest problem with this deck is obviously Blacephalon. Blacephalon will just stomp through this. You could play a weakness policy to help manage that, or I don't know if there's any text you can throw into this deck that would cover Blacephalon. You could play a lot of Ninetales GX, but that's quite it. Maybe instead of the Lurantis, you could go for a lot of Ninetales, but I feel like the Lurantis really helps with, you know, very relevant numbers. We could search for another Guzma. I know we have another one, so shall I at least check my deck? Let's not be arrogant here. Let's check my deck. We'll get rid of this Lurantis line and check the deck here. Make sure we got one. Okay, we do. We're going to get this Lele out. We're just pretty much... I'm assuming we're going to trade to the Guzma here and get game. That's my assumption here. Looking at the way this is going. Let's get rid of an Eevee. We'll probably get rid of another of a Zorua as well. Actually, no. Let's get rid of the Timer Ball. That's just a dead card from now on. Guzma, come on. Finish the game for me. No Guzma. That is fine. Just attach energy here. I guess we could Hala, but I don't think that would increase the odds of us finding a Guzma. We're guaranteeing ourselves a Guzma next turn, so let's just Solar Beam again for 160. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. So, yeah, I mean, I can't really add much commentary. We are just absolutely walking through this game. But yeah, as I said, Blacephalon is the one that would just really cause this deck trouble, and again, it would be the reason why I would not recommend taking this to a real tournament, because I know Blacephalon is one of the best decks, if not the best deck out there today. So that is the one thing holding this back for certain. Will Blacephalon take a dip in the future? I'm not too sure. It's quite unpredictable for now. Because I know Pikachu Zekrom will probably be one of the best cards in the format upon its release, because you have Tapu Koko Prism Star to pretty much get it fully ready to go and hit 150 turn 1. Going second, you just attach a Lightning Energy, Tapu Koko Prism Star, send it to the Lost Zone, 2 Lightning Energy, and then bang, 150, and then 3 energy on it, and then bang, is it like 180 and then 170 to bench or something like that with its GX attack? So I know Pikachu Zekrom is going to be a really, really good deck. So I don't know if Blacephalon shouldn't take a dip because of that, if I'm being honest. No, it really shouldn't. What I think is going to happen now, just a brief discussion before I skip. What I think is going to happen is I'm assuming fighting type's really going to go up and rise again. Because if Pikachu Zekrom's going to take over, if you've got Zapdos and Jolteon GX coming in and taking over, then fighting type is just it's just going to come up. It's just a counter to it. So Buzzwole might go back up, or Zygarde, wink wink, might come into play. Not being weak to Psychic, being a fighting type, having a higher HP. Zygarde might be the one. I know I did make a video on it before, so if you do want to check that video out, you can. But up until then, I will, of course, cut until we get into our next game. Okay, we are back. And what are we playing against here? That's quite a lot of typings there. I want to see what this is. Right, we're going to opt to go second. Would you like to go first? No, we're going to opt to go second because we want to turn 1 Granbloom GX. So, is it looking probable? Not with this hand. Oh my god, this hand is terrible. I kind of regret going second now. We better top deck. Hey. Oh wow, okay, so this is it Decidueye Ninetales? It's got Ninetales and it's got Muck in there, which is a bit new. I'm thinking Decidueye Ninetales. I didn't see Grass though. Did you see Grass on the deck box? I don't recall seeing Grass on the deck box, if I'm going to be honest with you. So I don't know if this is Decidueye Ninetales. Maybe this is just some Stage 2 deck? I don't know. I've never seen Muck in the Decidueye Ninetales. I'm trying to think. Maybe it's Zoroark? But then why would you have Zoroark and Swampert in the same deck? That makes no sense. So I wonder what this person's got rocking. And the tough part is here it's unpredictable. You know, you don't know what is going on, so you don't know what cards they play, so you don't know what to watch out for. They could just throw an Enhanced Hammer out of nowhere for all we know. Oh, it's Guardy, huh? Oh, it's Guardy. Oh, of course it's Guardy. How could I forget? I'm assuming they just threw in the Muck as a 1-tech for the Ditto Prism Star. But it makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Gardevoir, Ninetales, Dodoy. Yes, figured it out. Still no Grass Energy in hand. We can definitely Elm's Lecture, which is good news. And at least get stuff down on the bench, which is alright. But other than that... not really good. Not really good at all, to be fair. And I kind of regret choosing to go second now with that option. But I was quite confident I was able to get things going. They have everything on the bench. All they need is a Ninetales, and they have at least one Stage 2 out. So this person is clearly on fire already. So this is scary. This is very scary. And like, what do I even discard with the Ultra Ball, you know? Luckily, we've got a Timeable. Hopefully we get 2 heads of the next turn if we don't get to Granbloom GX, so we can at least get some Zoroarks out, right? Oh, oof. Big oof. Okay, let's get rid of the EX. The choice band's going to be irrelevant, right? Because we're fighting Guardy, so we're not going to be able to one-hit KO it. And we will be two-shotting it regardless, as long as we get a Fomantis out. So I think we'll get rid of that and get Lele out. Okay, we do need one Fomantis out for certain, because we do need to two-shot the Gardevoir. This is going to be quite sketchy. This game's going to be super sketch. Very sketchy, to say the least, because we are not getting our turn 1 Granbloom GX, which is super scary. So let's just do this. Get these bad boys out into play here. And I think we just got to pass. Like, all these are valuable cards. The Ultra Ball is going to be pointless because we're just... Yeah, we need that for next turn. So no Granbloom GX on the first turn, which is super unlucky, actually, considering this deck. But that's very shameful. Because now our Hala... We have to Granbloom at one point. Because now our Halas are just shuffle, draw 4, which we do not want in the slightest. I mean, if we just get another Lele, we can just... attach the Escape Ball to the Zorua, evolve this Leafeon GX into the Eevee, and then hopefully Cynthia into a Grass Energy, and then we do get our Granbloom, right? So that's what I'm probably thinking, but that's 2 Lele on the bench, and I do not like that at all. Although, tell that we are playing Gardevoir, and we can effectively counter it by playing Lele and attacking with Lele, which we don't want to do, but we might have to in the late game if we manage to soften up some Guardies. So, okay, so got Rare Candy and Ultra Ball. So they are definitely going to get a... I'm assuming they're going to go for Swampert first. That's my assumption. I think that the sensible thing for them to do is go and get Swampert. So that's going to be my guess, because they can at least draw into their Guardies. So, Although they do have a DCE attached to a Ralts, so I don't know. Personally, I would get the Swampert, yeah. That way you can just draw. I mean, if they have like a Lily or something in their hand, or a draw supporter as their last card, then that is a fantastic turn there. So fingers crossed they don't have a draw. Okay, they don't. So they've clearly got something not too useful. Brooklyn Hill, okay. Don't tell me they got something good. Please just go for a beacon. Just go for a beacon. That's all I want to see. I have my my turn planned out here effectively. I need to check the decks to make sure that we have the second Lele. I'm not sure if we do, so fingers crossed we do. Ah, they got the Lily. Of course. 4 new cards. I mean, they've seen a ton of new cards just this turn. I'm assuming they have a Rare Candy and a Gardevoir ready to go here. Another Fairy Energy in discard pile. Okay. That's kind of good news for us in the late game. If they don't recover that energy, then they might lack energy themselves to be able to one-hit KO us. Depending on how much energy this deck plays. I'm not too sure how much, so. They could Secret Spring the Vulpix, but that seems silly. Yeah, makes perfect sense. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I think they're hitting 18. Yeah, they can go for 210 on us very, very soon. Which is sketchy. So I think attacking with Zoroark might be better than attacking with Leafeon. Although I know it's resistant to Dark. That is important though. If we have a choice band, which I don't know if we discarded, we did. So I think that's our only choice band. So I think that was a bit of a misplay. Okay, so we got the Cynthia. We pretty much have the recipe here for a... I'm going to get a Timer Ball. See what we hit. Double heads? Nope. Double tails. Of course. Good stuff. Wonderful. Oh my god. That is horrendous. We could attach the EXP share to this Leafeon. That seems pointless, but I might want to do it just to increase the odds of getting a grass energy. I mean, how much grass energy do we have in the deck currently? 7. So, I mean, odds of getting a grass are pretty high. I mean, maybe the smart choice to play there, instead of dropping the Timer Ball, I could have Ultra Balled for a Zoroark to at least guarantee a Zoroark out in play. Oh no. Okay. We still have an option because we can still get a Zoroark here. So let's get a Zoroark. And to be fair, if the Zoroark fails, we're just gonna have to attack with it and take out the Vaporeon. Vulpix. Let's just see. Let's trade this Nest Ball and see. Although trading a Nest Ball makes it a bit harder because now our Zoroark's damage is going to be limited if we don't get what we want. Oh, kind of paid off actually. All right, let's just drop the EXP share here and power off. Benjanini? I mean, sure, right? And get this, let's just take out this Vulpix, get a bit of early aggression. I mean, how much energy are they going to need to take us out? They're going to need, what, another DCE and a Choice Band? At that point, we're just going to go in with Lele. I mean, let's be real. If they take out this Zoroark with just raw energy attachments, then yeah, we're just going to go in with Lele. And just be like, okay, you've got a ton of energy on your Guardi. I'm going to try and take advantage of that myself. I don't know, man. Coming up against Gardevoir is just super tough. Super, super tough. And I have built my own Guardi Ninetales list, and it's very good. Gardevoir Ninetales was made for each other. And it's funny, because that's the one that's not really being played. What's being played more over is Decidueye Ninetales, because of the spread, right? But I still think Guardi Ninetales is incredible. And if you basically the way I think about it is if you thought Gardevoir was good before, now it has a card that can pretty much evolve it whenever you want. So it's like even when before it was a stage 2 and clunky, now it's a stage 2 and far less clunky. I mean, you know, Gardevoir's in a good spot. And still, steel types aren't really that far off from being, you know, ignored. Well, they're just not in a fantastic spot right now. I think the only one we can think about really is Duskbane and Crozma, and that Registeel deck. But other than that, steel type's not too good. Although tell a lie, there is an insane amount of steel type support. Oh my god, they are attaching. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. We can hit some big numbers with Lele. But the thing is, they're going to hit the same numbers back. So that's kind of scary. No, they're going to hit more back. More damage back. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Damn. They're just hitting it right now. So now whenever we attach a double colorless energy to attack, they're hitting 210. Which means it's pretty much game. Oh, we didn't Grand Bloom, so we can't Hala. Oh, no. So you saw exactly what's right with the deck before to now exactly what's wrong with the deck. Okay, we are actually going to go for a Grand Bloom here, which is a shame because I know they're just going to attach another energy. And then just go in. I mean, at that point, if they seriously attach another energy and load up this Gardevoir, Lele could really help. But at that point, Lele is just KO'd as well. So it's just a bit scary where they're going right now. It's a little bit scary. So that Grand Bloom was just too late, unfortunately. And we didn't get the early KOs, which is a bit of a shame. So Gardevoir, just again, any deck that requires a high amount of energy to attack, Gardevoir would just destroy. That's exactly what it did before, right? Whenever you played a deck that required a high amount of energy, Gardevoir just wrecked it. And that may be why Gardevoir started to see a dip before Lost Thunder. Because I think there was a lot of single energy attacking decks that were, I say a lot, but yeah, because you had Zoroark Zoroark Lycanroc was definitely out there, and that doesn't require an insane amount of energy to get going. Then there was Zoroark Elysopod, which started to blow up, I think, pre-Lost Thunder. And pre-rotation, actually. That was blowing up. And that was a single energy attacking deck. And then there was Lucario GX, which was doing really good. It was under the radar, but really good. And Buzzwole pre-rotation was incredibly aggressive. So, they did it. Look at that. That was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We're still not KOing it with a Lele, though. Yeah, it's game. That is like, yeah, I have to concede. Like, that is a fully loaded Gardevoir. Super risky, but they're just stomping through everything. I attach a simple double colorless energy. Game over. Jesus Christ, that was harsh. But nonetheless, you saw exactly what's right with the deck, and you did see exactly what is wrong with the deck. Let me show you the full list here. Yeah, I still like the deck, although if you come up against Gardevoir, insta-quit. Just get out. No, don't play it. Do not play against Gardevoir with this bad boy. Nor Blacephalon. So yeah, I would never take it to a tournament, but it's a really fun deck. It allows you to play Hala if you get your Grand Bloom going. I mean, it's fun. It is fun. But with that said, if you did like this video, do, of course, leave a like and subscribe. I do upload videos every day of the week. Or every weekday, should I say. But yeah, I think that's it. I'll leave you to it. Peace.